True and scary stories from around the world. From strange disappearances to eerie paranormal experiences, Joseph shares stories that will leave you scratching your head. Stay tuned for more chilling tales. True and scary stories, coming up next.
Join Joseph on his spine-tingling podcast as he delves into true and scary tales from around the world. Prepare to be captivated by stories of ghosts, aliens, and the bizarre. Don't forget to bring your own ghost stories and the courage to listen with only a nightlight. Tune in if you dare, and remember, it's just a podcast. Get ready for chills.
The Wizard of Oz is a beloved classic that has captured the hearts of audiences for generations. But behind the scenes, there were a number of mishaps and challenges that the actors faced during the filming of this iconic movie. One of the most well-known mishaps on set was when the original Tin Man, Buddy Ebsen, had a severe allergic reaction to the aluminum powder used in his makeup. Ebsen was hospitalized and had to be replaced by Jack Haley, who took over the role and went on to deliver a memorable performance. Another challenge faced by the actors was the grueling filming schedule, which often required them to work long hours in uncomfortable costumes and makeup. Judy Garland, who played Dorothy, reportedly had to wear a tight corset to achieve her signature hourglass figure, which caused her a great deal of discomfort. Despite these challenges, the cast and crew of The Wizard of Oz managed to create a magical and timeless film that continues to enchant audiences to this day. The movie's stunning visuals, catchy songs, and memorable characters have cemented its place in cinematic history. In addition to the mishaps and challenges faced by the actors, there were also a number of interesting behind-the-scenes tidbits that have come to light over the years. For example, the iconic ruby slippers worn by Dorothy were actually silver in the original book by L. Frank Baum, but were changed to ruby red for the movie to take advantage of the new Technicolor technology. Overall, The Wizard of Oz is a testament to the power of imagination and creativity in filmmaking. Despite the challenges faced by the actors and crew, they were able to overcome them and create a timeless classic that continues to captivate audiences of all ages. So the next time you watch The Wizard of Oz, remember the hard work and dedication that went into making this magical movie come to life. True and scary stories from around the world. From strange disappearances to eerie paranormal experiences, Joseph shares stories that will leave you scratching your head. Stay tuned for more chilling tales. True and scary stories, coming up next. The Green River Killer, the chilling true story of Gary Ridgway. In the world of true crime, few cases are as haunting and disturbing as that of Gary Ridgway, also known as the Green River Killer. Over the span of 2 decades, Ridgway terrorized the Pacific Northwest, leaving a trail of death and destruction in his wake. His crimes shocked the nation and left a lasting impact on the families of his victims. In this ebook, we will delve into the twisted mind of Gary Ridgway and explore the chilling details of his heinous crimes. The early years. Gary Ridgway was born on February 18, 1949, in Salt Lake City, Utah. From a young age, Ridgway displayed troubling behavior, including a fascination with violence and a tendency to harm animals. As he grew older, his dark impulses only intensified, leading him down a path of destruction that would ultimately culminate in a reign of terror. The killing spree begins. In the early 1980s, a series of young women began to disappear in the Seattle area. As the body count rose, law enforcement struggled to make sense of the seemingly random killings. It wasn't until 2001 that Ridgway was finally apprehended, thanks to advancements in DNA technology.
Join Joseph as he guides you through spine-tingling tales from around the world, from ghosts to aliens and the truly bizarre. Immerse yourself in the captivating world of true scares. Share your own ghost stories, summon your courage, and perhaps keep a nightlight close. Brace yourself as you tune in to this chilling podcast experience. Remember, it's just a podcast, or is it?
The true extent of his crimes would shock even the most seasoned investigators. The investigation and trial. During his interrogation, Ridgway confessed to the murders of 71 women, although the true number of his victims may never be known. In 2003, he pleaded guilty to 48 counts of murder and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The trial shed light on the twisted mind of a serial killer and left a scar on the community that may never fully heal. The legacy of the Green River Killer. Despite his incarceration, the legacy of Gary Ridgway lives on. His crimes have been the subject of numerous books, documentaries, and films, each attempting to unravel the mystery of a man capable of such unspeakable acts. The families of his victims continue to seek closure and justice, while the public grapples with the chilling reality of evil in their midst. The case of Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer, serves as a stark reminder of the darkness that lurks within the human soul. His crimes have left an indelible mark on the Pacific Northwest and the world at large. As we reflect on the horrors he unleashed, may we never forget the victims who lost their lives at his hands. And may we continue to strive for a world where such atrocities are never repeated. Remember, the Green River Killer may be behind bars, but the specter of his crimes still haunts us to this day. Stay vigilant, stay safe, and never forget the victims of Gary Ridgway. Title: The Waco Siege, a detailed account of what happened. Introduction. The Waco Siege, also known as the Waco Massacre, was a tragic event that took place in Waco, Texas, in 1993. It involved a 51-day standoff between the Branch Davidians, a religious sect led by David Koresh, and the federal government. The siege ended in a violent confrontation that resulted in the deaths of 76 people, including Koresh and many of his followers. In this ebook, we will delve into the full details of what happened during the Waco Siege, exploring the events leading up to the standoff, the actions taken by both sides, and the aftermath of the tragic incident. True and scary stories from around the world. From strange disappearances to eerie paranormal experiences, Joseph shares stories that will leave you scratching your head. Stay tuned for more chilling tales. True and scary stories, coming up next. Chapter 1: The Branch Davidians. To understand the events of the Waco Siege, it is important to first understand the Branch Davidians, the religious sect at the center of the standoff. The group was founded in the 1930s by Victor Houtef and later led by David Koresh. The Branch Davidians believed in an apocalyptic interpretation of the Bible and lived communally on a compound outside of Waco. Koresh, who claimed to be a prophet, preached a message of salvation through him and practiced polygamy within the group. Chapter 2: The ATF Raid. The standoff at Waco began on February 28, 1993. When the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms (ATF) attempted to execute a search warrant on the Branch Davidian compound. The raid quickly turned violent, with a gunfight breaking out between the ATF agents and the Branch Davidians. 4 ATF agents and 6 Branch Davidians were killed in the exchange of gunfire, and the standoff began. Chapter 3: The 51-Day Standoff. Following the failed raid, the FBI took over control of the situation and initiated a 51-day standoff with the Branch Davidians. Negotiations were attempted to peacefully resolve the situation, but tensions continued to escalate. The FBI cut off power and water to the compound, leading to deteriorating conditions inside. Meanwhile, Koresh continued to preach to his followers, maintaining his belief that he was the Lamb of God. Chapter 4, The Final Assault.
Join Joseph as he guides you through spine-tingling tales from around the world, from ghosts to aliens and the truly bizarre. Immerse yourself in the captivating world of true scares. Share your own ghost stories, summon your courage, and perhaps keep a nightlight close. Brace yourself as you tune in to this chilling podcast experience. Remember, it's just a podcast, or is it?
On April 19, 1993, the standoff at Waco came to a tragic end. The FBI launched a final assault on the compound, using tear gas to try to force the Branch Davidians out. A fire broke out within the compound, quickly engulfing the buildings. In the chaos, many of the Branch Davidians perished, including David Koresh. In total, 76 people died in the fire, including women and children. Chapter 5, The Aftermath. The Waco Siege had a lasting impact on both the Branch Davidians and the federal government. The incident raised questions about the use of force by law enforcement agencies and the rights of religious groups to practice their beliefs. The survivors of the siege faced legal battles and public scrutiny in the years following the tragedy. The Waco Siege remains a controversial and tragic chapter in American history. Conclusion: the Waco Siege was a tragic event that left a lasting impact on all those involved. The standoff between the Branch Davidians and the federal government ended in a violent confrontation that resulted in the deaths of 76 people. The full details of what happened during the Waco Siege may never be fully known, but the events of those 51 days in 1993 will always be remembered as a dark moment in American history.
This is Joseph, and this is True and Scary Stories from around the world. Going to take a quick break. We shall be right back. True and Scary, your home for your favorite podcast of True and Scary Stories.
As he delves into true and scary tales from around the world. Prepare to be captivated by stories of ghosts, aliens, and the bizarre. Don't forget to bring your own ghost stories and the courage to listen with only a nightlight. Tune in if you dare, and remember, it's just a podcast. Get ready for chills.
The Titanic, the tragic tale of the unsinkable ship. The Titanic, a luxurious and supposedly unsinkable ship, met its tragic fate on the night of April 14, 1912. The ship, which was on its maiden voyage from Southampton to New York City, struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic Ocean and sank within hours. The disaster claimed the lives of over 1,500 passengers and crew members, making it one of the deadliest maritime tragedies in history. The Titanic was built by the White Star Line and was hailed as the largest and most luxurious ship of its time. It was equipped with state-of-the-art safety features, including watertight compartments and a double hull, which were believed to make it unsinkable. However, these precautions proved to be insufficient when the ship collided with an iceberg on that fateful night. As the Titanic began to sink, chaos ensued on board. Passengers and crew members scrambled to find lifeboats, but there were not enough for everyone on board. The ship's inadequate number of lifeboats, combined with the lack of proper emergency procedures, contributed to the high death toll. The survivors of the Titanic disaster were rescued by the RMS Carpathia, which arrived at the scene hours after the ship had sunk. The survivors were taken to New York City, where they were met with shock and grief over the loss of their loved ones. The sinking of the Titanic had a profound impact on maritime safety regulations. In the aftermath of the disaster, new laws were enacted to ensure that ships were equipped with enough lifeboats for all passengers and crew members. The tragedy also led to the establishment of the International Ice Patrol, which monitors icebergs in the North Atlantic to prevent similar accidents from occurring. The story of the Titanic has captured the imagination of people around the world for over a century. The ship's sinking has been immortalized in books, films, and documentaries, keeping the memory of the tragedy alive for future generations. The Titanic remains a symbol of human hubris and the consequences of ignoring the dangers of the natural world. In conclusion, the sinking of the Titanic is a tragic reminder of the fragility of human life and the power of nature. The story of the unsinkable ship serves as a cautionary tale for all who dare to challenge the forces of the sea. May we never forget the lives lost on that fateful night, and may we always remember the lessons learned from the Titanic disaster.
Join Joseph as he guides you through spine-tingling tales from around the world, from ghosts to aliens and the truly bizarre. Immerse yourself in the captivating world of true scares. Share your own ghost stories, summon your courage, and perhaps keep a nightlight close. Brace yourself as you tune in to this chilling podcast experience. Remember, it's just a podcast, or is it?
That's right, or is it? Let's continue, shall we?
Nostradamus, also known as the Oracle of the Sea, is a mysterious figure who has gained fame for his uncanny ability to predict future events. His predictions have been the subject of much speculation and debate, with many people believing in his powers while others dismiss him as a fraud. Nostradamus first gained attention in the early 2000s when he accurately predicted several major events, including natural disasters, political upheavals, and celebrity scandals. His followers claim that he has a special connection to the ocean, which allows him to see into the future and foretell upcoming events. One of Nostradamus's most famous predictions was his warning of a major earthquake in Japan in 2011. Many people were skeptical of his claim, but just a few months later, a devastating earthquake and tsunami struck Japan, causing widespread destruction and loss of life. This event solidified Nostradamus's reputation as a true seer. In addition to his predictions of natural disasters, Nostradamus has also made accurate forecasts about political events. He correctly predicted the outcome of several elections around the world, as well as the rise and fall of certain political leaders. His followers believe that his insights come from his deep connection to the ocean, which they see as a symbol of the collective unconscious. Despite his success in predicting major events, Nostradamus has faced criticism from skeptics who question the validity of his claims. Some people believe that he uses vague language and ambiguous statements to make his predictions seem more accurate than they actually are. Others accuse him of cherry-picking his successes and ignoring his failures. Regardless of the controversy surrounding him, Nostradamus continues to make predictions about the future. His followers eagerly await his next pronouncement, hoping for insights into what lies ahead. Whether you believe in his powers or not, there's no denying that Nostradamus has captured the public's imagination with his mysterious persona and enigmatic predictions. Global warming is a pressing issue that is affecting our planet in numerous ways. The effects of global warming are becoming more evident as time goes on, with rising temperatures, melting ice caps, and extreme weather events becoming more frequent. One of the most immediate effects of global warming is the rise in temperatures around the world. This increase in temperature is causing glaciers and ice caps to melt at an alarming rate, leading to rising sea levels and threatening coastal communities. In addition, the warming of the planet is also causing more frequent and severe heatwaves, droughts, and wildfires, putting both human and animal populations at risk. Another major consequence of global warming is the disruption of ecosystems and biodiversity. As temperatures rise, many species are struggling to adapt to the changing climate, leading to a decline in populations and even extinction. Coral reefs, for example, are particularly vulnerable to the effects of global warming, with rising sea temperatures causing coral bleaching and death. Furthermore, global warming is also impacting agriculture and food security. Changes in temperature and precipitation patterns are affecting crop yields and leading to food shortages in many parts of the world. This can have devastating consequences for communities that rely on agriculture for their livelihoods. In order to combat the effects of global warming, it is crucial that we take action now. This includes reducing our carbon footprint by using renewable energy sources, reducing waste, and advocating for policies that promote sustainability. By working together to address the root causes of global warming, we can help protect our planet for future generations. In conclusion, global warming is a serious issue that is having far-reaching effects on our planet. It is important that we take action now to mitigate these effects and work towards a more sustainable future. By taking steps to reduce our impact on the environment, we can help protect the planet and ensure a healthy and thriving world for generations to come. Mysterious monsters, creatures from other realms. In the vast and mysterious world we live in, there are creatures that defy explanation and logic. These mysterious monsters lurk in the shadows, haunting our dreams and challenging our understanding of the natural world. From the depths of the ocean to the darkest corners of the forest, these creatures from other realms inspire fear and fascination in equal measure. Join me on a journey through the unknown as we explore the mysterious monsters that cannot be explained. The Mothman of Point Pleasant. In the small town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, a mysterious creature known as the Mothman has been sighted for decades. Described as a large, winged humanoid with glowing red eyes, the Mothman is said to bring bad omens and disaster wherever it appears. Some believe it is a harbinger of doom, while others see it as a guardian of the town. But one thing is certain, the Mothman remains a mystery that defies explanation. The Chupacabra of Latin America. In the remote villages of Latin America, farmers and ranchers have long told tales of a blood-sucking creature known as the Chupacabra. Described as a reptilian beast with sharp fangs and glowing eyes, the Chupacabra preys on livestock and strikes fear into the hearts of those who encounter it. Despite numerous sightings and reports, the true nature of the Chupacabra remains shrouded in mystery. The Jersey Devil of the Pine Barrens. In the dense forests of the New Jersey Pine Barrens, a legendary creature known as the Jersey Devil is said to roam. With the body of a kangaroo, the wings of a bat, and the head of a horse, the Jersey Devil is a terrifying sight to behold. Countless eyewitness accounts and encounters have fueled speculation about the origins and intentions of this mysterious monster, but its true nature remains elusive. The Wendigo of Native American folklore. In the folklore of Native American tribes, the Wendigo is a malevolent spirit that embodies greed, hunger, and cannibalism. Described as a gaunt, skeletal figure with glowing eyes and sharp claws, the Wendigo is said to possess those who give in to their darkest desires. Tales of encounters with the Wendigo are chilling and unsettling, leaving a lasting impression on those who hear them. The Loch Ness Monster of Scotland. In the murky depths of Loch Ness in Scotland, a mysterious creature known as the Loch Ness Monster has captured the imagination of people around the world. Described as a long-necked, Humped beast with flippers, the Loch Ness Monster is believed to be a surviving dinosaur or prehistoric sea serpent. Despite numerous expeditions and investigations, the true identity of the creature remains a mystery, adding to its allure and mystique. The world is full of mysteries and wonders that defy explanation, and the creatures from other realms are no exception. From the Mothman to the Chupacabra, these mysterious monsters continue to fascinate and terrify us with their enigmatic presence. As we delve deeper into the unknown, we may never fully understand the true nature of these creatures, but their stories will continue to captivate us for generations to come. Join me on this adventurous journey through the world of mysterious monsters, and prepare to be amazed and frightened by the wonders that await. The Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion is a hoaxed anti-Semitic book that purported to reveal a Jewish conspiracy to achieve world domination. It first appeared in Russia in 1905, and described how Christians' morality, finances, and health would be targeted by a small group of powerful Jews. The anti-Semitic idea that there is a Jewish conspiracy is nothing new, of course, and has been repeated by many prominent people including Henry Ford and Mel Gibson. In 1920, Henry Ford paid to have 500,000 copies of The Protocols of the Elders of Zion published, and in the 1930s, the book was used by the Nazis as justification for its genocide against Jews. In fact, Adolf Hitler referred to the Protocols in his book, Mein Kampf. Though the book has been completely discredited as a hoax and forgery, it is still in print and remains widely circulated around the world. Have you ever heard of the mysterious California alien base located deep beneath the ocean's surface? Rumors have been circulating for years about a secret facility where extraterrestrial beings are said to be conducting experiments and observing human activity. While the existence of such a base has never been confirmed, one thing is for certain: the ocean holds many secrets waiting to be discovered. One of the most intriguing aspects of the ocean is its potential for harboring advanced technology that could revolutionize the way we travel.
Join Joseph as he guides you through spine-tingling tales from around the world, from ghosts to aliens and the truly bizarre. Immerse yourself in the captivating world of true scares. Share your own ghost stories, summon your courage, and perhaps keep a nightlight close. Brace yourself as you tune in to this chilling podcast experience. Remember, it's just a podcast. Or is it?
I am Joseph. This is True and Scary. We're at the end of our half hour today. But tune in again on the next episode when we will continue these monsters, these things that we cannot explain. I have been your host, Joseph. And remember, something special coming up in Halloween. Going to stay tuned. I'm going to start announcing it soon. We'll be right back. True and Scary.